Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. We are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life and finances. My name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell. I am the only Live Past Crazy specialist in the entire world. So what better place to be than here with me? I hope everybody had an amazing weekend. We're ready to get this Monday started. I certainly am. It is 7:16 bright and early in the morning. It was a busy weekend. What did you guys do this weekend? It was busy. It was raining, a little chilly, but it was a busy weekend. Hope everybody had a great one. On Friday, we talked about, are you protecting your ego and your self-concept? So what did you guys think about that over the weekend? Did you think about what we talked about all week? I've been doing a lot of your mindset, because your mindset is definitely important during this time. It is crucial when you're on this journey. It's very crucial. You've got to be ready. Your mind has got to be set and ready to go. Also, last week we talked about don't be hesitant. Stop thinking small. And what happens when someone challenges your self-concept and your search for wholeness during this time? Because essentially you are meeting yourself on this journey and you are in search of wholeness on this journey. You don't know that yet, but that is exactly what you are looking for. And I promise you can search all day, but until you find that missing part of you, you will keep looking. I'm just waiting for my fearless co-host to join me this morning. Hope everybody's having, good morning, Kimberly. Hope everybody's having a great morning and ready to get this Monday started, because it's going to be a great Monday. It's going to be a good Monday. Good morning, Charlene. How did everybody do this weekend? I think let me know if you guys are interested. One day I'm going to do just I'm going to put out some Q&A. So answer your questions during the morning show about Live Past Crazy. So if you're interested and have some questions you want to ask me, just let me know. And I'll add my fearless this morning. Good morning, Trenda.
Okay, good deal.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I've been trying my best to get on this Facebook Live. My little one, so I had to borrow my little one's phone. That's a shame, right? I got to borrow my kid's phone.
She is not buying a new phone, y'all. Y'all might as well forget talking about it. She gonna use everybody's phone but her.
Yes, indeed. As long as there's a phone in this house and I can go live, I shall use it to go live. I'm not giving Verizon, AT&T, whomever, iPhone. I'm not giving any of them any more money until I've exhausted all resources. And if I have to come to your house to go live,
honey, she is not getting a new phone. Y'all can forget asking.
Yes. Well, guys, good morning. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend, because we did over here. And thank you for joining us for the Fearless Morning Show. As you guys know, that it was my mom's birthday this weekend, so it was all the way live. Yes. And it's crazy. When you were a kid, you never thought you could have fun with your mom, right? I even remember as a kid, and you may relate, as a kid, sometimes you didn't even want your parents, grandparents, all those guys coming to your school, right? Because we were just that vain. But it's just so amazing
as you get older,
how when you as you age and you shift and your priorities change and you recognize that I am blessed to be able to have this opportunity. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sure that's not what you're here for this morning for the Fearless Morning Show, but I just had to share that.
It's
That
Mama
it was just,
birthday, so that's all that matters.
yeah, exactly. And it's just a blessing to still have her in my life. And for those who don't have a mom, I'll lend my mom out to you guys because she's just amazing. You will fall in love with her. But I digress. So let me move on this morning with our Fearless Morning quote of the day. And the Fearless Morning quote is, when one tugs at a single thing in nature, he finds it attached to the rest of the world. And that's by John Muir. Let me read that again so you can catch it. When one tugs at a single thing in nature, he finds it attached to the rest of the world.
I like that.
I want you to think about this. Have you ever, right, had a string coming out of your blouse or out of your sock or out of your shorts or your blanket on your bed, and you start pulling on that string and you keep tugging at it and tugging it, and it keeps coming and coming and coming, and before you know it, you've unraveled the whole thing, right? And that's essentially what this quote is saying, guys. What you're doing, what you're looking at, once you start to delve deeper into that thing, you'll find out that it's connected to everything else. And that's one thing that we continue to reiterate here on the show. When I have the financial confessions, I talk about the fact that money is connected to almost every single decision, right, that you make. It's connected to your relationships. It's connected to your situations. There's so many different things that are interconnected in our lives. So that quote is by John Muir. So I want you to catch that and understand that this morning as we move into our our financial confession and conversation this morning. But before I go to that, I want to ask my co-host if she had anything to add to that quote. When one tugs at a single thing in nature, he finds it attached to the rest of the world.
That is so deep. When I tell you I love that quote, but I ain't gonna get on that soapbox today. But I'm gonna have to write that one down because I really, that is a deep quote. When you think that you're not making a difference in the world, you are connected to the world. Right. You are the world. How amazing is that? That's cool.
Yes.
That's kind of cool.
Absolutely, guys. So as we transition into our financial confession and conversation this morning, the topic today is 5 things you must master to invest confidently, or the 5 things that you must conquer to invest confidently. However you want to say that, these are the 5 things you need to do, right? These are the 5 things that you need to do in order to invest confidently. So as I go through these things, guys, I definitely want to implore you to take notes. And I say this over and over, but Trevor Ott says note takers are money makers. And because we're talking about our finances, yes, note takers are money makers. So you need to get your note taking on, because this is invaluable information for you, because it helps us to position ourselves in a way that allows us to be accepting of the abundance that God has created for us. Oftentimes we're not accepting that. So let me go ahead and get started with number 1 so that I can help you help yourself. And guys, this is not something that I just heard about. These are things that I had to work on for myself, because I understand and I appreciate the process. So I want to help you through that as well as you get through. See, guys, there's no excuse if you put these practical steps into motion to get to your next in your finances. So the number 1 thing that you must master, and you probably know it before I even say it, the number 1 thing that you must master is, somebody type it in before I even say it. I'm not even going to say it right now. I need you to type it in. What's the number 1 thing that you must master? We talked about it over and over and over. Somebody's been listening and somebody knows the answer. What is the number 1 thing that you must master? And I know Facebook is delayed, so I'm going to have to talk a little bit more.
You put them on the quiz early this morning. Go ahead.
Yeah. Girl, it's Monday morning. You got to wake up ready, right?
Ready.
You have to wake up ready all the way. We say it all the time. Be ready so you don't have to get ready, right? Be ready so you don't have to get ready. So what is that number one thing before I even say it, y'all? Come on, somebody. I know you know it. I don't see it popping up in the comments yet. Maybe it's too early. Yes, ma'am, Trenda Jones, mindset. The number one thing that you must master is your mindset. Procrastination is a component of that, yes. Procrastination is a huge component of that. But the number one thing that you must master, guys, is your mindset. Why do I say that? Because if you think about it, have you ever, and I keep saying that right, have you ever, but the thing about this, guys, and I'll share this, I've talked about it before with my husband in the student loan situation. We were sitting around and having our conversation. We're going over our budgets and where we are and all these things. And this was early on before he actually caught on, right? Before he actually caught on and came on board with me 100% with where we going with this thing. And we were sitting around the table and we were having a conversation about paying off our student loan bills, because at the time I had $100,000 of student loan bills, and so did he, right? So together we had over $200,000 in student loan bills, and you know interest keeps building, compounding, right?
Quickly.
On that total, right? So we started, when I was sharing that and having that conversation with him around our finances, you know what he said to me? My student loans are going to be with me always, right? See, he had a different mindset about the student loans than I had about the student loans. What I was trying to share is we can pay these off. If we do this, and this, that snowball it out, we can have this done in 24 months. And he didn't, guys, he didn't buy in, right, to that philosophy. So I said, I'm sharing that story to say, some of you who are married, you may have to go it alone for a little bit and show them. Sometimes we have to show them better than we can tell them, but I digress. Let's get back to this mindset conversation. See, his mindset was different from my mindset. But what we had to now recognize, guys, is the fact that once we set ourselves up, and this is the beauty of it, we say we want $1 million, right? You can't get to $1 million without having $1. So the distance that you have to go is not what matters. What matters is you take that first step. What matters is that you get that first $1, right, rolling in the account so that you can now move to that next. See, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but I hope you catch that, right? The distance does not matter. You got to take that first step. So what's the first step that you have to take in your mindset? In your mind, you simply, guys, you have to believe in it. I know it sounds cliche, but you have to believe that you can do it. Why? Because what's on the inside of you manifests in your outside. It manifests in everything within your world, within everything that you see, touch, do, did, and will do, right? Everything that you believe about you on the inside shows up in your world. So now what you need to do, or to do, is now transition to saying that I am, right? And know and own the fact that you are. Okay? You are more than enough. Why are you more than enough? Because if you value the fact that the Most High created you in his image, come on, somebody, right? If you value that fact, then why are you not saying to yourself that I am enough? Why are you not saying to yourself that I am a millionaire? Why are you not saying to yourself, I am worth it? Why are you not saying to yourself that I am worthy? Because we are. And it's a matter of fact, guys, that we've heard this over and over and over, but until you truly hear it, you don't do anything about it.
That's right.
Until you truly hear that and act on it. Because faith without work is dead. That's what my Bible tells me, and yours does too if you haven't torn it out, right? Faith without work. So without action, without doing anything. We can believe all we want to, but you have to do something. You have to do the work behind it. So you must master your mindset first and foremost. You have to believe that you can do this. Even though investing seems like it is so far-fetched for many of us, if you continue to tell yourself that you can't, then you won't. It's simple as that. You hear that over and over and over, guys, but I really need you to hear me today. Mastering your mindset is the most important thing that you can do, not only for you, but also for your family. The other thing, guys, let me go on. I can't stay on mindset too long, but I have a whole class on mindset with your finances that I can get for you as well. But number two, what's the number two thing that you must master in order to invest confidently? The number two thing you must master, you got to master your money, guys. Master your money. Like, oh, that is so obvious, right? You do. You have to master your money. Okay, so case in point, for me, in the beginning, when I started this journey, y'all, I did not track a single penny. I would just go spend until my bank account said that I couldn't spend anymore. And then at that point, I had to go back and try to figure out something else. See, that's that robbing Peter to pay Paul syndrome.
Yep.
Yes? Yep. So what you have to do as you move forward in mastering your money, guys, think of it this way. And I love how Danielle shared this. If there's anything that has to happen for your kids, you will make it happen, right? Case in point, and many of you have children, right? And I shared my story about when I had to go to the ER with my little one, and I don't know how many of you have ever had to rush your child to the ER, right? You understand the adrenaline that is pumping through your body as you're dealing in this situation, but you are determined to do whatever it takes to take care of your child, right? You're determined to do whatever it takes. When my baby's tooth was knocked out of his mouth, I was determined to do whatever it takes to save his little tooth so that he would not be in pain, so that he would not have all of this emotional turmoil that he would have to deal with in his life being toothless, right? So I'm just thinking about when we talk about mastering our money, and we'll say quickly, tell me if you've ever said this, oh, I don't have money to do that, right? I don't have money to do A, B, C. But let your little one come home from school and they have to sell something. They always coming home with a fundraiser or something that they want you to sell to raise money for the school. And what do? 9 times out of 10, you do everything within your power to make sure that you can sell to help raise the money for your child so they can take that back to the school, right? Think about this in this way. When you learn to master your money, you are not only mastering your money, you're not only taking care of you, but you're also taking care of your child. Put that in that situation. You are taking care of your child, you're taking care of your family, you're taking care of your future when you learn how to master your money. See, you got to catch it that way because it's of utmost importance to us. You do not want to pass on debt to your child. You do not want your child to have to come up with a GoFundMe page, right, to bury you and to take care of your expenses because you didn't learn to master your monies, do you? Right? See, we always find a way to do whatever it is to take care of our children. So why are you not mastering your money now? That's taking care of your children. Yeah. If we're being real about it. Learn to master your money. So the number one thing was to master your mindset. The number two thing is to master your money. You have to account for every dollar. You need to know where everything is going. You need to have a plan for your finances in order to be able to invest. We can't do things the way we've always done and thinking we're going to get something different. It's as simple as that. The number 3 thing that you must master, guys, you must master your time. You have to master your time. And why do I say master your time? Because it's very important, guys, to ensure that you are consistently on this journey day in and day out. And you're like, Lynn, but I'm not good at numbers. But Lynn, I don't want to do this. Dare I say to you, your life depends on it.
It does.
Your life depends on it. So why are you not mastering your time? And it's very easy today for us to set up notifications on our calendars so that we can actually sit down, have a designated time on your calendar that you sit down and actually look at your money, look at your finances to see where you're going and how you can position yourself. And then what we need to do, what you need to do, is to ask yourself the empowering question. What do I mean by the empowering question? The empowering question is, how can I position myself to do better in my finances? How can I position my money so that I can now make my money, keep my money, grow my money? That's an empowering question, as opposed to, I don't have money for this.
Right.
So how can, right? We do things differently. So we have to figure out, guys, mastery of your time is going to be very important. You prioritize everything else in your life.
Yep.
Why are you not now prioritizing your money? Why are you not prioritizing your finances so that you'll be able to, say it with me, make your money, keep your money, grow your money?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're called to be good stewards over our finances. If you just want to be real with me for just one moment, we're called to be good stewards of our finances, right? Because we're called to be able to help the poor. But how can you help the poor if you are one of them? Come from amongst them, right? How do you do that? You have to learn how to manage this yourself, guys. So managing your time, mastering your time is important. It is vital to ensure that you're able to invest confidently. So what you need to do is schedule the time on your calendar and go ahead and set it up now. Even I have mine set up. There's at least 15 minutes on my calendar to look at my money every day. At least 15. Well, oftentimes I extend that time out, but there's at least 15 minutes every day that I can go in and check on my account. Why? Why do I say that, guys? With all of the craziness going on, all of the hackery going on, people are just doing all kind of crazy things out there. It behooves us to stay on top of these things. It doesn't matter if it's your credit. I know you don't check your credit every day, but in many cases you may have the options to do that, because I know a lot of credit cards and bank accounts allow you to be able to see those scores right directly right there in the app. They provide it to you.
Yep.
See, we don't have the excuses today that we could have said back in the day, right? We don't have those excuses because technology now makes it easy for us to move to our next, guys. So master your time. Master your time by setting it up. Challenge yourself. Just start out with 5 times. Let me try 5 times. Let me see. What's 5 times I can do this? So once a week, once a day, or once a month, I'm going to sit down with my finances. You figure out what works for you. But challenge yourself to do 5 times. Then go to 10 times. Then to go to 20 times. Before you know it, guys, you'll start doing this religiously without thinking about it, because it becomes second nature to you. Just like riding a bike. If you were to get out there, as a kid, we just go get on our bikes and go. And if you go out there to get on the bike today, even as an older adult, you might fall a couple of times, but eventually it comes back to you rather quickly, right? It becomes second nature. No one has to teach that thing to you again. So managing your time is a must. I guess I should have called these non-negotiables, right? These are the 5 things, guys, you have to master in order to invest confidently. How am I doing on time? Because I'm only on number 3.
It's 7:40.
Okay, let me speed up. The 4th thing that you must master, guys, are your emotions. Master your emotions, because your money is a very emotional topic for many people. Because we get to the point, we either, tell me, have you been in a situation? You get to the point, and maybe you've been maybe you were sitting in church, and here come time for tithe and offering, right? And they're coming around with the basket, and you sitting there thinking to yourself, do I have enough money to give in the offering today? Or should I keep this money because I gotta pay GE, I gotta pay Verizon, I gotta pay Comcast. You know, you start thinking all of the things that you have to do as opposed to what it is that you should be doing in that moment. See, guys, you have to master your emotions. How do you master your emotions? First of all, you master your emotions by coming down that line I just talked about. Mastering your mindset, mastering your money, mastering your time, mastering your emotions. Once you get all of these things into play, you can now control those emotions, because your emotions will cause you in sometimes to think irrationally. It causes you to think irrationally. And I'm not going to preach this because I have a whole, it's a sermon if I'm just going to be real about it, right? It's a sermon about why. Okay, I'm going to pull that back. I'm going to say that for later. That's another video for those of you who are interested. That's a completely different video. But what I say, guys, master your emotions, because we are too emotional when it comes to our money. We think, oh, I got to hold on to this. I have to have this. You think, yes, this is what I need for my family, right? As opposed to, what are the best things that I can now be doing with my finances? Do what? Make your money, keep your money, grow your money, right? And number 5, guys, you have to master your knowledge or master your skill set when it comes to investing, right? Master your knowledge and to build your skill set. And why do I say that, guys? Because there are so many things out there that we don't know in regards to investing that we should know that would make it so much easier for us. You have to make it a priority to educate yourself so that you develop the skill to be able to invest with confidence. Why do I say that, guys? Because you have to have a community that's going to be there to support you when the time gets tough. Because it's not always going to be hunky-dory. I don't care what it looks like. You can scroll down somebody's Facebook page and they look like they got it all together. But in actuality, things come on every hand in every situation for every one of us. But what you have to now decide is, am I going to connect to, am I going to surround myself with people who are of a like mind, who are going to be able to help me and push me up on those days when I'm down, and then I'll be able to pull somebody up on the days that I'm up. Are you in that type of community that's going to get you the education that you need as far as your investing? Are you able to invest confidently? Do you know all the things that you need to know to ensure that you're protecting your portfolio? Yep. See, that's the number 5 thing that you must conquer in order to invest confidently. So what I want to do is invite you to join us in the Women Who Invest group. Sorry, men, this is not for you if you're on or if you're listening to the broadcast. By the way, guys, don't forget to share this broadcast out, because this is invaluable information that should be shared widely, shall we say. Not just because it's JoJo and I talking, but it's because there's some invaluable information that's being shared here each and every day. So are you in the right communities? Are you learning? Are you developing the skill set so that you can now protect your portfolio? And if you're not there, if you haven't started, then what's holding you back? Are you holding you back? Are you your greatest barrier? Have you not now truly decided that this is going to be your best year? Have you not truly decided that you are committed to you, that you are committed to your finances, that you are committed to doing what it takes for you to become the person that you want to become, for you to become that millionaire who's going to be able to support your family, or whatever your situation is, whatever it is, you fill in the blank. I am that thing. If if you are ready to join a community of like-minded women, if you are ready, guys, to move to your next, if you are committed to doing that next best thing to develop the skills you need to invest confidently, then join us. Go over to bit.ly, WWInvest, bit.ly/WWInvest, the Women Who Invest movement. There's a tremendous opportunity, guys, for you to get connected, because we must be able to invest confidently. We must be able to protect our portfolio, and the goal is to teach you how to do that. So go over to bit.ly/WWInvest. All right, I'm going to close out that for today, but let me just summarize really quickly. What are those 5 things that you must do? You must master to invest confidently. The number 1 thing was your mindset. Make sure that you're thinking in a most appropriate way. Number 2, you got to master your money. Know how you're spending it. Control your money. Don't let it control you. Number 3, you must master your time. You have to be consistent in the mastery of your monies. You have to put a schedule on it. You have to prioritize that, guys. And then number 4, you have to master your emotions, because we can't continue to do what the masses are doing. We can't continue to go shopping with our girlfriends because that's what they like to do, and we go out there and spend all of this money, right? You go out there and you spend all of this money that you didn't have in the first place when you went out the door to go with them. See, we got to do things differently. And number 5, guys, you got to master your knowledge base. Develop the skill that you need to get to your next. So if you are ready, I invite you to join us. Go over to bit.ly/WWInvest, Women Who Invest. Change the game for you and your family, guys, and get to your next level. Invest confidently. Learn what you need to learn and master that skill set. All right, co-host, I'm going to pass that over to you. I hope I didn't go too long this morning as I shared those tidbits, but I thought it was invaluable for the ladies to catch that.
All right, guys. Thank you, Miss Lynn. Those 5 things, and you touched on some. Mindset is definitely the absolute most important. You can't do any of the rest of them until number 1 is done.
Right.
So mindset is the most important thing. So, and it's along the lines of my thought for today. I got a question, and then I'm going to share a story or example. I forgot my stuff, so you're going to have to envision this with me. I want you to change what you are seeing. That's going to require your mindset to change as well. I want you to think about something. Keeping your stuff that you have you ever thought that it might be keeping you trapped right where you are? Share a story. Keeping the stuff that you got it, Lynn?
Got it.
Keeping the stuff that you have may be keeping you trapped right where you are. Have you ever thought about that? So I had a dream. What's today? Today's Monday. I was going to say Sunday. I had a dream Saturday night. And I guess in my mind, I was thinking about what was I going to talk about on the morning show. But then this dream came to me. And because I was praying, you know how you be kind of awake and you're praying, but you really sleep. And so this dream came to me about changing the way you see things. And so if you've ever had, and Lynn can't relate to this because she doesn't wear jewelry. So if you have a great necklace that you have, right? So you got a brand new necklace on, and you put it on and you look in the mirror, and the necklace is so beautiful. It is just so pretty, and you love it. And so you're standing there and you're like, you know what? I just bought this new necklace and I love it. And then you look down at your dresser and you say, oh, look at these earrings. I think I like the earrings to go with this. And it's your old pair of earrings and you put it on. And then you like, ooh, well, this was my favorite charm. And you put that on your necklace. Well, this was my favorite bracelet. And you put that on. And before you know it, you have a new necklace full of all the old things that you used to have. So what was the point of getting a new necklace if you're going to add all the new things, all the old things to it? So when you apply that to life, once you think about it, and they could be weighing you down. So in essence, all you have is a new necklace, a new outfit, a new place to live, a new job, a new relationship with the exact same problems because you didn't let none of it go. You didn't drop none of it. You didn't pawn none of it. You didn't throw it in the trash where most of it belongs. You didn't do any of that. You picked it up and took it with you. So you don't really have a new house. You have the same house with some fresh paint on it. You have the same problem with a new person attached to it. Nothing has changed. So today I want you to think about, what are you holding on to that is keeping you stuck right where you at? What new stuff so you've been in the Fearless Morning Show, you've been on the Fearless Journey, you working on your finances, we're living past crazy, but there's something that you're still holding on to that's holding you back. And so are you really on the journey? Are you really living past crazy? Or did you just say you were, but you still got all the old stuff with you? Because there is a big difference. All right, sorry about that. Please understand that there's a difference between the two. There's such a big difference, because here's what I found out for myself, and this is my confession. I left an abusive marriage, and I was trying to change my mindset, but I didn't give myself enough time to change my mindset before I was in another relationship. Nothing changed. The only person that stayed the same was me. The person I was with stayed the same, even though they were a different person, because my mindset, even though I was a new person, I was outside of that relationship, I still had the old habits and the old way of thinking to pick up the same person again the second time. And so then I had to and realize, since I'm the common denominator of all of these things, of all the problems, what am I doing that's going to change that? Because a lot of times we're keeping ourselves stuck because we're holding on to the things that we don't need. Last week we talked about why are you protecting your ego and your self-concept of yourself? Why are you doing that when you know it's not working? And so this is part of it. So do you have on that new necklace today? Do you have on that, I got a new job, I'm working on my finances kind of thing, but you still living in negative everywhere else? Your account's still in negative, so then nothing changed. Especially, and here's the thing, we talked about when you making this change, you got to stop. To stop the madness, the first thing you got to stop is be still and be quiet. And it may take a minute for it all to catch up with you so that it can stop, but eventually it should be a process of things peeling away. And so that there is a new you and a new layer, and you're not adding your old stuff back to it, because it's easy to pick up an old habit. Like Lynn said, you go out, you hang out with your girlfriend who love to shop, and the next thing you know, you got a bag of clothes, she got a bag of clothes, except she may have the money and you don't. Thank you, Charlene. I've been there too, a couple of times. And here's what you realize, and I say this all the time, when you get tired of it, you'll do something different. And then when you think about it, when your mindset is ready and you're ready for that change and you're ready to do something different, you'll realize life, Jesus himself, has been putting things in order to help you. You just could not realize it because you were so confused and caught up in the new thing that you thought you had, but you still had old stuff hanging on to it. So
it's all that baggage, all that
emotional
baggage. It's all in your way, so you can't even see it to get to your next. You can't even see it.
And what Trenda, here go my Bible scholar thing. Who was it that was in the tent? They told them not to take anything. When they had took over the city, they was like, don't take anything. And he took some stuff anyway, put it in his tent, and then he was found they found him hiding amongst the stuff. Don't get caught hiding. He said, let it go. He said, if you let it go, I'll give you some more. But you trying to take something that don't belong to you. It wasn't meant for you, sweetie. It wasn't meant for you. It ain't yours. Please understand, you got to do this for yourself. Right, Charlene. Now you a hot mess in new clothes. How that work? How does that work? Because I just need to know. Say it, child. Broke and cute. Mentally, you exhausted mentally, you depressed, you sad, but you looking good though, girl. What? Let me tell you something. Peace of mind is priceless, and I'd rather have peace than be right. I'd rather have money than be broke. I'd rather have not living crazy than to live in crazy. I'm not protecting my ego, honey. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you in a hot minute. I was a hot mess when I started this journey. A hot mess. You hear me? And it took a whole lot of mindset change. Go ahead, Lee.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I just share one funny story, y'all? It may not even be funny. I think it was sad. And this was just me in that time, in that space, y'all. And maybe you can relate. But have you ever bought this dress that you know you couldn't afford, but you had to have it to go to this banquet, to this gala, to this whatever? So you got the tag and you tucked it in, right? You tuck the tag in the right way so it don't show, so you can take the dress back. That's when you know you don't need to be shopping. I just thought I'd give you a
You don't need to be shopping. You don't need to be in the store. You don't need to be none of that. Learn to say no, y'all.
Yes, exactly.
And here's the thing.
And now the retailers. Retailers will get you. They saying no now, right? The retailers are saying you can't do that anymore. You can't bring it back.
Yeah, if you don't want
it has a certain mark on it.
Good morning,
they've gotten privy to that.
That's
but
right.
Just trying to see who can relate right to that camp. We took you back, Charlene. Okay.
Good morning, Ricky. And here I took it to. I might have bought it at this Macy's, but it's gonna be returned to 4 different Macy's. I done brought the shoe, the necklace, the dress, and took it back to 4 different Macy's and got my refund back. Don't play. I was a professional, honey. And don't fall for that. We just gonna go in here and look. You won't. You alive. You gonna go in there and buy. That's exactly what's gonna happen. But guys, please be mindful of that. And here's the thing, you're losing the beauty of being new. You're losing the beauty of starting this journey when you keep adding old stuff to it. And then you're going to be right back at square one, searching for wholeness, searching for yourself, looking for what was wrong. Just because we got the new necklace, let the necklace be. Don't be adding all your old habits and stuff to it. Don't lose the beauty of who you are. Remember, we're building new uses. We're building new rules. We got new foundations. Don't lose the beauty of that by adding the stuff on it. Right, Charlene? What? Don't spill something on it. Now I got to buy the dress. I'm mad at everybody. Ain't nobody happy in the Waddell household because I'm hot. Because now I got to find out where I'm going. Because I did not pay a bill to get that dress. So now I got to figure out how I'm going to cover that money that I spent.
Is that robbing Peter to pay Paul cycle? Get out of it.
And then you sweat, honey. I got real good. I took some paper towels and lined my underarms so I didn't sweat it up. Don't let me go somewhere. No, honey. That we break it as confessions and conversations. Let's break this habit, honey. Don't take that stuff back. If you can't afford to buy it, don't get it. And honey, let me tell you, I learned that the hard. I go in there and be like, ooh, that is so pretty. And then I talk to myself, now you need to keep stepping. I be like, okay, girl, let's go. Because I'll get in there and be like, ooh, that's so, but and here's what you get caught up, and you get caught up with this in your relationships too. Good morning, Sandra. I deserve this. I deserve this man. I deserve for him to take me out. I deserve to go outside. No, it ain't, Charlene. Y'all, you done that before. Or you did not put the dress on till you got there. You wore another outfit that you could easily slip on and off, so you didn't stand it up and wrinkle it. Now, I know I'm not the only one.
Oh, we learning some new things about JoJo on the Fearless Water Show.
Hot mess over here. I was. Hot mess express, honey. That mindset, again, I had the newness with old habits, and it's not going to work ever in life. When you stop and realize that you can just appreciate the new, who you are, the newness of who I told you, Charlene. Thank you. Appreciate your honesty, confessions, and conversations over here. When you realize that, you'll realize that the Lord Jesus has been setting you up to get your attention the entire time, to help you turn it around and point out some things to you that you might want to change. Now, you're free not to change it. Right, that's true. That's where them paper towels come in handy, Charlene. That's why you put them paper towels on your underarm, so you ain't got to worry about that. So, guys, think about that today. The stuff that you're holding on to, is it keeping you trapped? You need to change what you're seeing. That's a beautiful necklace, but by the time you put your old jewelry, your old favorite bracelet, your old earrings, and for my brothers, you done got you a new leather coat, but you still got that pimp daddy coat in the back, and you like, let me go ahead and break that on out because you going somewhere. Let it go. You got to change what you're seeing in the mirror, and when you change it, you can't be adding your old stuff back to it. You can't be putting on Brute with a Ralph Lauren suit. You can't wear it. You can't do that. You can't. You just can't. Change what you are seeing. Did I break it down good enough?
All the way down.
All the way. Before you've lost the beauty of your change, guys, please appreciate where you are. You're starting out new, and you have a new you, and it is beautiful in the beginning stages just as it's going to be beautiful in the end stages. Don't pick up the old things. Don't pick up those old habits and add them back thinking, oh, well, that wasn't so bad. I didn't do that so bad. Well, if it wasn't so bad, why wasn't it working back then? That's a good question. Why wasn't it working back then? Because what you're going to find is you're going to be in search of wholeness again. You're going to be in search of yourself again. You're going to have to start the process all over again. This is the place where battles are won. You're crossing the river. You're halfway through the Red Sea. We're halfway through the desert. Let's go. Ain't no need starting over now. So that is it for my fearless thought of the day. I love that dream. I woke up and literally came in here and typed it because my handwriting is horrible and I can type faster than I can write. So I got up and typed that out early in the morning. So guys, think about that today. What are you holding? What stuff are you holding on to you that is keeping you stuck right where you are? That's keeping you chained right where you are. Change what you see. And don't pick up the old stuff. You deserve the new stuff. We working hard to get rid of that old. So why you doing all this work to get rid of it, and then you're gonna pick it back up again? So there you go. All right, that's all I have for today for this Motivational Monday. I hope I've given you something to think about for today. And let's talk about that tomorrow. No, y'all got to comment back and let me know what you think about our comments and our topics every morning. Then I'm thinking about doing a Q&A where people can send in at least 5. I'll do 5 questions for my fearless thought of the day. I'll answer 5 questions for somebody. So if you guys want to submit some questions to me, just let me know. Send me a comment and I'll be sure to address those for you. There's nothing I've not heard or questions people have not wanted to ask or have not asked me before. So please feel free to do that. You can find us. Please make sure. Go ahead, Lynn.
I wanted to say, let's just do that tomorrow. Tomorrow's session, instead of us coming to you with a topic and just teaching tomorrow, let's just do a Q&A morning show.
Right.
Everybody come in, share your question. Either send it to us in advance or come here. Type it in the comments and send us the questions, and we'll address those on the air tomorrow. How about that?
Yeah.
Does that work?
That works for me. And that way we can answer everybody's questions and, get it taken care of, because I know there's a lot of things, and we'll take maybe, 5 questions and answer those really fast for you, so that you can get some information that you need. Don't forget, April the 7th, we will be having Love Your Life, Love Your Finances Part 2. So you can, we'll be posting a link for that so that you can register for that as well as catch Part 1 if you were not able to. Make sure you share the video. What Ricky said, if you still got it, reminisce, make it happen. Reminiscing to get you in trouble, Ricky, now. Make sure you share
think about
huh?
reminisce on it, but reminisce on how you're gonna change it and do better.
That's
right.
That's right. Guys,
Reminisce
make sure
on
you
that.
share the video. Make sure, remember now that you know you are charged to share. If your friends and family do not have Facebook, we do have a YouTube channel. I just posted for you. Make sure you like, comment, and share that as well, and subscribe to the channel. So in case you want to binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows, I place them up every day, so you can catch them there and share them with somebody. All right, guys, I hope you have an amazing Monday. We'll see you here bright and early tomorrow morning at 7:15. Have a good one.
Signing off.